Well, folks, it's here. We are back, but this time we are fast forward to the future. It's the Modern CFT College Football Tournament for College Football 25 for EA Sports. I am that other guy alongside Brownsville Gamer.
I am super excited to join you in a new journey of the CFT tournament. The past two tournaments we've done this, we've had to go to the past. We went to NCAA Football 14 and 13, and here we are in the new College Football 25 series from EA, and we're starting off with Oklahoma State versus Florida State. Any thoughts about this contest?
Well, as you can see, the Seminole fans are happy and ready to go. It's a packed crowd. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Oklahoma State. I am familiar with Florida State, so we'll see what happens here, but we're off to the races here.
And with that, let's get to know the tournament. This is going to be a brand new format where, for starters, we've expanded the field. There's going to be 21 teams, top 9 from the preseason rankings, along with winners of our respective cups. And, of course, the runner-up winner from the runner-up cup, they'll participate in the tournament. That was a gain of 5. Second and 5. And note that we'll have 6 rounds of competition, and we'll advance the top 8. So not 4 anymore. Now it's the best of 8. They'll participate in the national quarterfinals, and we'll crown our champion of this new tournament. And let me tell you, we have a lot of great teams, and that was a 3 and out. Ball goes over back to Florida State. They'll have their first possession.
So what do you think Florida State has to do in this game, even though, like I said, they've had some heartbreaking stuff in real life, but as you can see, they're pretty good in this game. What do you think they have to do to, I guess, go forward throughout this game?
Well, look, we just saw one of their highlight players, the halfback number 11.
Oh, it's a flag.
They're pretty good in terms of holding on to the ball. So we'll see how positive their running game is. But right now we see a penalty, and that's going to go against Oklahoma State. It was roughing the passer, so that's an automatic first down with a 15-yard penalty.
See, like I said, it's a packed crowd here at the stadium. What do you think about Oklahoma State? What do you think they have to do? Even though they are ranked, what do you think they have to do to combat Florida State's offense?
Well, look, I think that Oklahoma State has a pretty solid defense, and we're seeing that play out right now. They have to be able to set the tempo where they're able to not just get the ball out quickly and spread out the offense in that fashion, but they also have to trust the running game in terms of, getting those pivotal 3, 4, 5-yard gains when it matters, especially on third down conversions.
Okay. It's now 2nd and 5. Seminoles have the ball. They hand it off to the halfback. It's a play. Oh, it's always play action. They get the first.
A huge gap that didn't really, help Oklahoma State.
Touchdown!
Wide open, and now we see that as a result, and that's going to be a touchdown for Florida State. They become the first team of our tournament to bless us with the first touchdown of our competition.
As we get the kickoff now, it's now Oklahoma State again trying to do something on offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Stadium is packed and loud, and they get about 1, actually. The stadium is loud.
According to the game, which is another cool feature now that we are seeing coming back, there's the toughness rank, so we know how tough it is.
Did he hold on to it?
Yes, he play on the road, and that's going to be a first down for Oklahoma State, 1st and 10. They're going to hold on to the ball. Number 80 spins and tries to get maybe 8 or 9 yards.
He fights for 9.
And in terms of the toughness rank, this is the 9th toughest stadium to play in the game, and that's going to be a first down for Oklahoma State.
They keep the chains moving. They're in midfield, 1st and 10. With 2:19 left to go in the first quarter.
The Cowboys are showing us how they can throw it out there, but that's an interception by number 10.
Oh, he dropped the ball!
But the ball has been dropped.
Get it back!
And Oklahoma State,
what a turn of events!
What the hell is going on?
What a turn of events! They fumbled the ball to get the ball right back. Sorry, they ball got picked off. The corner fumbled it. What a turn of events for Oklahoma State! Wow. What are the odds of that happening?
It's very interesting to see how quick in this game the ball can easily get turned over.
No, he drops it.
And so now it's going back and forth, but the Cowboys still hold on to the ball, and they're going to get a first. Is that a first down? No. Let's take a look. I see both feet in. So that's going to be a first down. Yes, first down for the Cowboys.
I was about to say.
And they're going to try to run it in, but couldn't get much out of that.
2nd and goal.
With 8 yards to the end zone. Takes a look, but couldn't do much with it. Had to get the ball out.
It was like it was swatted down.
Now it's 3rd and goal. And again, they're playing the 9th toughest place in the country to get it. And they made about 5 yards, but not enough. They're going to go for 3 points.
And they get it.
And at least they're on the board.
Right, something's better than nothing. It is now 7-3 Florida State with a minute to go, a little bit over a minute to go in the first quarter.
And now number 5 is going to receive it. And let's see where they go.
Nowhere.
About at the 12. But let's get to know a little bit more about Florida State. Florida State, as we know, they're representing the ACC. They were considered the auto bid recipient when we did the rankings. They pulled up as our 9th ranked team when combining the points from the AP and the the AFCA rankings.
Mm-hmm.
They were the 9th seeded team, and as a result, they didn't have to play any qualifying games to get into the tournament. So as an auto bid team, Florida State has something to prove, and they're going to continue to hold on to the ball with a gain of 8.
Do you think they need to prove that they belong here and they're not just a charity case?
I mean, look, right now they're holding on to the ball quite well, and they're up by 4, and they're going to continue to run it, and I don't think they're going to get that first down. It's only a gain of 1, 3rd and 1.
See what they do here. They're going to pass it. Oh, no. They hand it over, and they don't get it.
That's how you work that hit stick.
The first stop for Oklahoma in this game.
Well, let's see what they do with the ball as they get it back.
It's going to be a pretty decent punt.
Number 80 is going to take the run.
And he goes nowhere.
It's going to end up at the 27.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
And hey, if there's one notable difference here, the game runs a lot faster.
And yes.
I mean, this is the fastest this brings me to like what modern day Madden type fast, but faster.
Yeah, and it's more fun.
I mean, I've enjoyed playing this game, and I know you've enjoyed it too. So, yeah, this is definitely a new pace, but I think it's going to be something that a lot of us are going to just get used to over time, especially if you're transitioning from college, NCAA football 14 to college football 25.
Fighting, but he did all that extra cardio for nothing to only get 2 yards.
Yeah. Well, what can I say about that? And they get nothing there.
You moving in motion, you ain't going anywhere.
Well, look, Oklahoma State got to figure out something. It's 3rd and 9. Gets it. Holds on to it. And that's going to be a first down. And here they go now.
Play action.
Fakes it.
Oh! What thought that was going to be another pick?
Number 1 figures, wow, that was a very easy. And then it wasn't.
It's now 2nd and 10. And they get the ball off, which is good. They're
Goes to the tight end.
Yeah, they'll be close to the red zone.
And here they are now with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 24. Steps back, and that blitz was blitzing.
They came out of nowhere.
That was blitzing.
Quarterback had absolutely no time to get that ball off. Play action. He steps up and gets sacked again.
Did he realize that there was like at least one lineman just right at his face? And he walks into the pocket.
Well, they get the first again.
They're going to get it. And,
they made up for it.
I believe that was 80. Number 7 holds on to it. Gets it in for 3 yards. It's now 2nd and 7. And here we're trusting with number 0, the halfback, to try to make some motion going in. And that's
36.
Just 1.
Crowd is loud.
Bauman steps back.
And it's swatted. They're going to have to go for field goal.
Not going to get anything out of it.
And they get it.
And that's going to be a field goal. It's going to be another 3 points. It means that now they're behind by 1. It's 7-6 Florida State.
Would you think this should have been a low-scoring game?
No, I didn't think it would be this low going into the second quarter, but things can easily change.
That is true.
And here we go right now. And another cool thing that we're going to be doing in our series is that we're going to now change our defensive cameras so it'll point specific people on the line. Like right now we're looking at Oates, the linebacker in the center, Oates. And right there he's going to get it for a loss of 8, I believe. And bam!
Oh, it's picked off!
Big interception. Number 3, he's going to go for it. And let me tell you something. That's what happens when you capitalize on such a play like this.
Wow.
I mean, I would be excited for Oklahoma State.
Defense has been stepped up. They caused a fumble and now they pick.
Here they go. Can they capitalize on it? They gain about maybe 2 yards from the halfback. That's Gordon the second, by the way.
Let's see. They get the ball, but he goes, I don't think, anywhere.
Nope. Pretty much a gain of nothing.
Again, all that
Bauman
cardio.
steps back.
And nowhere.
And doesn't get much. Going to have to go for the field goal. And this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
And let's see if it's capitalized.
Ooh, he shakes it wide to the right. Oh, no good.
That was a close one, too. You know, I felt like that if it had a little bit more to the left, that would have been a 3-pointer right there. Gets it. That's going to be a catch. And he's going. He's going. Number 10 is just going for the races. And that was a big reception.
He looked like he's running to a gunshot as those Floridas do.
Steps back. Number 4. And wasn't able to get it off.
Let's see what they do here.
2nd and 10. Steps back.
And
tries to
what the hell was that?
And that wasn't really
was he not
much
expecting
to
the ball to be thrown in him or something? I don't know what the hell that was.
This is now 3rd and 10 at the 36. Number 4.
He gets it.
Is going to get it, and I believe that's going to be a first down. So now 1st and 10. We're about to hit the 90-second mark of our contest. And here goes a reception by number 24, and that's going to be a gain of 8.
2nd and 2. I think they're in the red zone. Yeah, they are. Drops back the pass, and it's going to be
nice
down.
Swat. Number 13.
Pretty good defense.
Thought that they had it. Number 4 was wondering, what about me? 3rd and 2. Only needs a couple of yards.
And they're
going to go for 6.
Oklahoma.
Number 10 with the touchdown pass.
Might want to do something, Oklahoma. You're down by possession, but it's still only the 2nd quarter.
It's very early in the game, and number 88 is going to kick it off.
But every scene of this tournament, all it takes is something like that to run away with the game.
Well, look, let's get to know a little bit more about Oregon State. I'm thinking about the Beavers. Let's get to know more about the Cowboys. The Cowboys.
Did they able to make this tournament?
I mean, look, man. Oh, my God. As soon as I wanted to talk about them, they gave the ball away.
You jinxed them by talking about the Beavers.
Jeez.
You're talking about a team that can't even... Anyway, continue.
Here we are. Now we're back, and we're back with Florida State. They're going to hold on to the ball, get to the number 24. He's going to spin and goes in for the first. And that's going to be the first timeout called. I believe that's called from Florida State. 2 to go. And it's 2nd and inches. Curls it. And it's going to 94. He's going to keep on moving, and that's going to be a first down.
They keep the chains moving with about 58 seconds left to go in the first half. And he is sacked!
And that ball is sacked. It could have been potentially a fumble.
But they're going to rule him down by contact, so it's 2nd and 19.
2nd and long with 54 remaining. Ball on the 22. And boom! Left him open. And look at all of those linemen.
But they got close.
Yeah, here's a problem. You got to be able to not set your offense in a way where you're going to have all these linemen looking.
It ain't going to matter. Oh, there's another touchdown.
And he holds on to it, and that's going to be another Seminoles touchdown by number 13.
So, when I told you just not too long ago about running away with the game, it's already a 2-possession deal already.
Look, I think Florida State gets the ball back in the second half?
I believe so. Hey, think of it this way. I'd rather have a team like this than that other team, that we will not mention.
We've been doing, this is what, our 3rd
installment of the tournament.
CFT, now the first Modern, and you're still talking about, wait. The halfback, he's going to take it for at least 20. You're still going to keep referencing Florida State. Fresno State.
Yes.
Why is Fresno State even in this conversation?
They set a precedent of what not to do in a tournament. And now we have reached halftime, folks. Am I wrong? Did they not set a precedent? They lost all 5 games.
21
Has
to
any
6.
team, answer me this question before we move on. Has any team in the tournament had lost all their games in the tournament since we started this?
Between you and I controlling some of these teams?
Yes.
No, we haven't seen that but your team that you played.
Who says it's my team? It was just a team I was given.
Sure, that's true. It was randomized. You didn't pick them. That's very true. You played with what you got, and
they lost all 5 games.
Look,
I want some teams that you think that may be a dark horse to be the favorites.
I mean, look, man, it's nothing to say about your ability to play the game. I mean, you've played with a good LSU team, and you took them to some pretty good matches. You took a team to the playoffs.
This is true.
In the last CFT. You took Florida. So I'm saying, the reality is that you had a pretty bad team, and now you're wondering how are they now? Like, why are you bringing their name back to existence?
I just want to see. Maybe they improved. It's been.
They didn't qualify this year to this tournament. They had a shot, and we've even expanded the field. There's 21 teams in the tournament.
You're right, but maybe you just caught them on a bad night, and I don't know. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because it's been a decade. Has it not?
It has been a while, and you know what's funny? For a while, we forgot that we're supposed to do commentary. Let's get back to the game. It's funny because I think that Florida State has had a possession now where they're 21-6. They've had at least 4 or 5 plays in the drive, and we don't even know where we're at.
They're up by 2 possessions. So
second and 10 at the 33. He's going to give it to the... No, he's holding on to it, and he's going to get probably 7-8 yards. That's a nice option. And now it's 3rd and 1. Just needs a yard. He's going to give it to number 24.
They don't give it to him.
Doesn't get it.
They're
going for it on 4th. They just got to get it in. I believe that the halfback 24 is going to try to
if they score here,
get it up the middle,
pretty much out of
and will not get it up the middle.
The defense,
and that's going to be a turnover.
Oklahoma State actually did something.
Wow. Oklahoma gets it, passes it to the wide receiver number 80.
Why do you sound surprised? Do you see the score?
I know, but they're also the 18th best team in the country.
They ain't playing like it.
I know, but I'm saying you're making it seem like this is some non-ranked team. Like they're having a look. They're playing on the road. They're playing on the road.
I've seen
against a top 15 team in the country.
I've seen a ranked 25
in the 9th hardest place to play.
I've seen Florida, which was the 25th ranked team, embarrass people
in a game that was. In that period, over a decade ago.
But I can use that as a point of reference.
In a totally different world.
You're
now.
right. No, let me say this. I'm not going to disrespect Oklahoma State because they are ranked. So obviously they've done one, and they also qualify for this tournament. So I'm not going to disrespect them too much.
Yeah.
But they got to start playing like they belong.
And you know what? I'm happy that you said that because Oklahoma State, yes, they are now down by 15. And here they go again. But here's the point. They've won the Big 12 Cup. Right. Texas won by automatic. They're an auto bid team, so Texas wasn't in the tournament. But here's the teams that they defeated.
Okay.
They were first off a open round bye team, so they didn't have to play the first round. Mm-hmm. And then in the quarterfinals, they faced UCF, beat them. Ooh, look at that run. That's going to be a first down.
UCF.
They beat UCF. What? Central Florida made it to a finals.
Yeah, did they win?
They made it to a finals. I don't know about other teams.
You know what?
Kansas State. Final round. They went up and defeated Iowa State. A highly projected team that I thought would have made the tournament. They're not a crap team. They're just playing crappy. And speaking of which, 3rd and 10. They're going to have to try to do something here.
You got any favorites in this tournament?
Now that you've mentioned it, if I had to mention a team that I would like to see do well, look, I grew up playing. And that's a long one. And it's
my God,
upright. And that by number 88 is showing off what they can do with that leg.
Oklahoma, you're gonna do something?
Number 80 is gonna figure it out right now. He's gonna run it, and then he's gonna probably get about close to 20 yards. And it's going to be 1st and 10. You're telling me what team I think is a pretty good team to look at. I grew up playing this game, and I played with Texas. And I love Texas then, and an interception by Florida State.
Do you think it's time to change quarterbacks? Because this quarterback's thrown 3 interceptions already.
It could be a moment where a mass change could be justified. But right now, we center to the center, Clay, number 93, ripping through the offense. But couldn't hold on, and as a result, it's a gain of 4.
I think, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb.
Ew, look at that sack. That looked really, really good.
I'm going to go on a limb here.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to say a team like Troy or Miami, Ohio, could make some noise in this tournament.
It's 4th and 24, and, Troy?
Yes. They made the tournament. Hey, like you just said, UCF was a team no one picked, and they went to 2 straight back-to-back championship games. So, anything's possible.
Troy?
Yes. You went with the odds on, you went with the surefire, you went with the guarantee. I'm going against the grain. They made the tournament, am I right?
Yes.
Right, so they have a chance.
And now it's the end of the third quarter, by the way. We're 1 quarter away of calling it, and we've barely called the game.
Look, this game is over. Anyway, look, what I'm saying, look.
This is how we're starting the series?
Troy made the tournament, right?
Yes.
Miami, Ohio, made the tournament, right?
Absolutely.
Right, so they have a chance, right? They have a better chance than Fresno.
I mean, Ole Miss might have a chance, you know?
I mean, it's Ole Miss. Why would they not have a chance? I would take Ole Miss any day of the week if I'm a betting man. I would take them more than Miami, Ohio, or Troy. But the fact that they made the tournament says something to their ability to make noise.
Speaking of teams trying to make something, Oklahoma State is going to try to make a big catch, but couldn't get it done.
No, it's second
and 10, but they're down at the 19.
I mean, we don't.
Halfback tries to fake it, fakes it well, and sneaks it in for a touchdown.
Where was this at all game?
Touchdown Cowboys.
And he threaded the needle.
Number 80.
Oh, no, they shanked another. Oh, my goodness. They need all the points they can get right now. Oh my god. Anyway, back
Cowboys,
to what we were saying.
What are you doing?
Now, what do you have against Miami, Ohio? What do you have against them?
I have nothing against Miami of Ohio. I have nothing against Troy. I have nothing against Tulane. What I will say is that this is a very interesting tournament, only because the major teams that, let's say, a Texas, that they'll face in this tournament, you would usually try to avoid booking them as a non-conference game in a regular season. You might face them back to back to back to back.
That's scary. But then, that's actually, now that you mention it, that might not be too bad, because now if you face a team 3 or 4 times, you get to study them. You get to know them. So now you know who you're playing. You can prepare.
And this is all teams out of various conferences. There's probably a few teams that'll have at least 2. I know for a fact SEC will have maybe 3 teams in the tournament. It's common to find it, but you do see a diversity of programs from various mid-majors, and it's going to really change how the game really operates now that it's a lot bigger. Now it's second and 7.
Well, like I said, this game is over. So what do we have to look forward to for the next 2 or 3 games?
Well, look. You'll know that the game is running a lot faster than normal, so it's all about how does the pace of the game change as we see different teams play under different offensive and defensive personnels. Also, keep in mind that there's a lot more strategy in terms of how you're playing the game on the road versus if you're playing at home. If you're playing at a stadium that's 9th toughest, you know, it's not going to be in a walk in the park, and I think Oklahoma State is just showing that this place is just probably too much for them.
So, let me ask you something. What matchup are you looking most forward to in this tournament?
I'm looking at matchups that should have been a final. Like, for example, I'm curious to see how Washington would go up against Texas. I'm curious to see how Michigan might go up against, I don't know, maybe a mid-major like maybe Liberty. You know, like, who knows?
So you want to watch a genocide on national television?
Not really, because last time I checked, at one point, Liberty was ranked 25th in the country. So
they're playing against Michigan.
Yeah, but anything can happen at a CFT. And right now, with 25 seconds left, Oklahoma State is going to try to do something.
Well, you're right about we can see anything. I mean, we saw a team go 0-5, so.
And they don't exist in this tournament. Here we go. Probably the second to last play in the game, and it's a deep one. And they're going to get it for a first down. Probably a good time to stop the clock.
They got a charity.
No, they're going to run it. 14 seconds. The clock is now ticking. And for Bauman, number 7, this is going to be probably his last one.
He's bound to
the halfback, number 0, doesn't make much out of it. Final timeout used by Oklahoma State with 8 seconds to go. Final play of the game. And it makes no sense. Nothing done here.
One last play.
I guess this is the actual final. And with no seconds left, big final play. And it was what I figured it would be.
4 picks.
An interception. And 12 is going and moving and finally stopped.
Well,
and that's it. That's all she wrote.
Bowled to the men that beat him, and this game was pretty much over by, you know.
The Seminoles did what they did, and they finished it well at home.
And they shimmy their way to a victory as they become the first team to take a win in the Modern CFT Tournament. Well, folks, from that other guy, this is Brownsville Gamer. Thanks for watching. As you said, Florida State takes over against Oklahoma State.
Keep in mind, if you really enjoy our content, just please like and subscribe. It makes us feel that we're doing something right. And we really hope that you enjoy these videos. We want to make this tournament very fun and interactive. Very soon, we're going to promote a special contest. And no, it's not one of those weird scammy contests. It's legit. You'll learn soon. See you later.